What's going on, guys? King Trats here, back another video on the channel, and today we went to Domino's. I don't know why I always have to tell you that. There's Domino's boxes in front of me. But anyway, I went to see Cocaine Bear, and of course, because it's like 10:30, nothing's ever really open. Movies have become like a weekly ritual for me, but things are limited. I wanted to go to Domino's for this reason. Last time I tried their loaded tots, I said I bet this would kind of bang on a pizza. So I made a little bit of changes, but I wanted to go with a similar recipe to that to see if it worked. And also because this entire meal, this is why I like chain pizza places. This entire meal cost $20. $21 to be exact. $6.99, $6.99, and $6.99. If you use their national menu, United States, you can always use the $6.99, which gives you a 2-topping pizza and then a bunch of sides you can pick from as well as a dessert. So that is what we did. $21 and change to be exact. I don't want to say, oh, it costs $20 because I know it's going to be one person. Like, it costs about $20, okay? If you want the dollar, then I get you. You got a $20 bill in your hand, you're going to be messed up. So let me be specific when I say that. I believe that's about $22.44 if we're being exact. My math might be off, but of course my brain doesn't work because it's already late. But let me show you what we got here. I'm going to start with this pizza. I like when you get, I don't know why they always give me the black one, which is always a W though. I think this just looked better than the other box, but let's hop in here and see what we got. I forget already. Yeah, we got the Domino's pan, okay? Domino's pan. Got the stuffed cheesy bread as well. I wanted to see if it was good like Little Caesars, to be honest. I never got this before, but I think it's stuffed with cheese from what it looks like in the picture. Think I got spinach and feta? Again, I just be clicking stuff. I was in the movie while I was ordering my food, so I can just go pick it up. And then last, ain't no way I'm not getting this. If you don't know, Domino's has the best pizza chain dessert out of any of them. I will live on die on this hill. I said live on die. Live and die on this hill. But gotta get the lava cakes, man. Lava cakes every single time. There it is. Lava cakes. If you don't know, these are a 10. They're perfect for me when it comes to chain pizza. $6.99 for 3 of them. Is it kind of a ripoff? I don't care. I'm getting them. And a marinara sauce to go with it. That is it. That is it. Drop a thumbs up. We'll talk a little bit about this. It's not going to take long. Cocaine Bear movie was surprisingly packed, but let's go with the pizza. I just wanted to try this. This cut looks not... Who cut this, bro? That extra sauce is looking like... I also got a well-done bake, and it still doesn't look well done. There we go. But it is extra cheesy and extra Alfredo-ish. Let's see what this is. Oh, that was a drip. No, we don't want to get rid of that. It fell right in the box for me, too, isn't it? My hands are a mess. I like the Alfredo combo with the chicken bacon. Chicken bacon Alfredo just sounds like a W, right? The well done gave the crust something. One thing I've noticed about Domino's, there's no crust on this. If you don't like crust, you'll love that. This isn't half bad. Honestly, the pan might be the play. For real. I'm not devouring that. Honestly, I've been saying Domino's pizza is the worst out of the chain pizza places. It still might be. But it's better than I thought. It's close now. I'm just being honest. This is probably like an 8 out of 10 pizza. I like it. There's still better options in the pizza game, chain-wise. It is what it is. I want to try this stuffed cheesy bread, though. Spinach and feta. Just want to see. I've never had this before. I don't think I have. So, let's see. See if it has a cheese pull. A little bit. A little bit. That's not bad. Ooh. That doesn't look half bad. Let's get a bite. That's all right. That is all right. That is all right. That is all right. I've said that is all right 16 times. That's because I'm in a state of shock. Every once in a while, you gotta just go to places and change your order up and see if you like it. I know it's a waste of money, but my job as a food creator is to waste money. So let me do it, and then I'll recommend it. Let's dip it in marinara. That's all right. I like their Parmesan bread bites. They have like these little... But the cheesy bread, my only issue, I asked for everything well done. It still doesn't feel well done compared to the other places. It has a little bit of like a crispness to it, but I think it just needs to be run back through there one more time, or left in there for 5 more minutes or something. Maybe they should add an extra well done option. When I ask for well done at Papa John's Little Caesars, it comes out the way I want it. This just seems regularly cooked for me. So, if they put that in there, or ran it back through, it would be like, as far as like breadstick options go, I think even with that, it moves up to number 2. Little Caesars is still better. But this one right here, I can't think of anything at Papa John's Pizza Hut that I would eat before it in the breadstick option. Other stuff, yes. So, that being said, the Little Caesars cheesy bread for me, pizza franchise scale, is like a 9.5. Like, I think it's really good. Pizza franchise scale. I have to keep saying that because sometimes people are like, oh, yours better. In the pizza if you don't eat that, you don't have a horse in the race. But if you eat franchise pizza, I would give this a 9. If you're new to the channel, I like putting things to scale. I can't compare this to, you know, a mom and pop pizza place or a high-end pizza like California Pizza Kitchen. This costs $6. So for me, $6 value for dollar, I give it a 9. You get what I'm saying? Just in case people were wondering, should I get into lava cakes now? Hell yeah, we're gonna get into one of these lava cakes now. This is the best right here. People say you need the icing. For me, I don't need the icing. I just need to bite this thing and just... Inside is gooey chocolate lava. Outside, crispy cake. That's it. It's nothing crazy, but it works. And an inconsequential amount of powdered sugar that you can't even taste. But man, get in here. There's nothing in the pizza franchises, dessert-wise, that's rocking with these. I've had arguments for like 2 years, and nothing's hitting like these. Inside is that gooey lava. Outside's just enough, but the ratio, the amount of the gooey brownie-like whatever, you know, ganache you want to be distinguished. I don't care. I know people tell me to work at Domino's, they're frozen. I don't care. I don't care. They're delicious. For a franchise pizza, nothing hits like these. Second place for me is the pull-aparts from Papa John's. Cinnamon pull-aparts are a massive W. After that, there's a significant drop-off. Oh, wait, sorry. Third place, Pizza Hut. Cinnabon Delights. Maybe we could do like a ranking where we just go get the desserts or something. Let me know in the comments. But this right here, we'll go out. You get you a glass of milk. 10 for me. Pizza, franchise, desserts. That's a 10. Let's talk about the bear. Cocaine Bear. If you don't know what it is based on a true story. I don't know how much of it is true because I haven't looked into it. But usually when things are based on a true story, that's a very loose term that a lot of movies use in order to get you hooked on a title. But more or less, there was a bear that had some booger sugar and started attacking people. There's a story behind it, but I don't want to spoil anything. But that's the gist of it. Out of 5 stars, I'm not going to waste your time on it because it's a very straightforward movie. Out of 5 stars, I'd give it a 3.5. It's a comedy. It's an adult. You know, the themes are a little more adult. So if you want to bring your kids, just understand that. I believe it has an R rating. If it isn't, it should. A lot of cursing and things like that, but it's funny. It's a funny movie. Everybody was laughing. Half of the people in there, I think, were on whatever the hell the bear was on. They were people laughing at the most inconsequential, like, it would be a scene where a dude, like, walks and he, like, you know, says something like, hello, and people were just cracking up. I'm like, oh, they ain't on something. Which I think added to the ambiance, because people were just laughing at everything. Also, the people sitting next to me, there was like 4 dudes who ordered a gang of food and smelled like plants. So, I think everybody in the crowd was like that but me. But, is the movie funny? Yes. Is there anything about the movie that is Oscar worthy? No. You know that going into it. So, to me, there's no surprises. I think Hollywood, I feel like people in charge right now, for real. The executives, the people in these think tanks, the research and development teams, The advertisers, they're so out of touch with what I believe. But again, this is my opinion. What I believe and what these people do these days, to me, they're just out of touch. And what I mean by that is, movies like that are a lot of times what people just want to. Sometimes people don't want to go to the movies to watch a, 4-hour opus. Opus, big word. But you get what I'm saying? Movies, and a big example of that is like comic book movies, the MCU, all the DC movies. They take themselves too seriously now. Every movie, I feel like they're trying to win an Oscar. They're trying to break records. They're trying to be this big time, big budget, blockbuster Hollywood draw. Sometimes people just want to go to movies and laugh. Or read it and watch a good story. Or it doesn't have to be crazy all the time. And I feel like there's just too much of people trying to hit home runs every single time. Now, with that being said, this is also very possibly why movies cost so much damn money now. Because in order to get your stuff played, they have to buy in order to run it. So I don't know the logistics of the business, but there's also that. AMC, even though I do go because I have the movie pass, now they're trying to do this whole thing where you pay less money for the tickets up front and more money for the tickets in the back row. They have a seating chart now. It's called like preferred seating or like less preferred seating or something, where it's like $2 less and $2 more depending on where you sit. And then there's some that are average price. It should not cost $22 to go to the movies. Figure it out. I don't know how you gotta figure it out, but figure it out. And I guess that's just my mentality. I don't know if people agree with me. You can let me know in the comments. I feel like us, the consumer, they're getting to the point where they're overcharging for similar products. I know inflation is a thing, but I'm smart enough to understand profit margins. And the big reason why they don't change their prices or they're going up like that is not because they're trying to deliver on promises anymore. Not because they're trying to give us a better product. It's because they don't want to stop going on vacation to Dubai. That's the truth. Because even with what they do, increasing people's prices, they still lay people off so that the executives don't have to take a pay cut. That's the way that is really damn good, by the way. Get this. I like this. I gave it a high rating, but I'm just telling you. But that is what they do. Everybody just lays... If your profits, in order to keep their salaries the same, they will just fire people so that they don't have to take a pay cut. I read an article in the Wall Street Journal the other day where executives talking about how they took pay cuts because they went from 32 million to 31 million. It's like, are you serious, bro? And I understand you're the powers that be, the head in charge, and you can do whatever you want with your business. But there's a lot of places that are teeter-tottering on the verge of fumbling. Ask GameStop if they could go back, would they change anything? So ain't nobody going to GameStop no more. As much as I enjoy going to the movies, me personally, if you don't get that movie pass, it's ridiculously overpriced. The movie pass, if you're a person that goes, then you can make it up, in a sense. Either way, they win because they guarantee seats. You're going to buy concessions. I understand how business works. But if you're charging me $5 for a thing of Reese's Pieces and then you're charging me $20, movies should not be a $50 trip, bro. If I go to the movies with one person and I buy 2 tickets, that's $40 if I pay, right? I buy 2 popcorn, or 1 popcorn, and 2 sodas. I just paid $65 to watch a movie. And they wonder why people aren't going? Something's got to give. Nobody asked you to do the things that you do. And that's what I mean by they're so out of touch. My favorite team in any sport is the New York Yankees. They are so out of touch with reality that they're in danger. They don't sell. Yankee Stadium used to be a madhouse back then. They priced out all the real fans because they wanted to build a $1 billion stadium and put all this stuff in it that no one gives a shit about. And that's what I mean when I talk about out of touch. And everybody's doing it now. Nobody asked you. We don't want that. What people want is a good product for a fair value, in my opinion. Nobody asked you to add all that extra shit on there. No one cares. But again, I understand that this is my opinion. Some people may not. Some people like to, but the days of a dad and a kid growing up in the Bronx and just taking their kids to a ball game every now and then are over, bro, because no one can afford to pay $200 every time you go to a damn game. And it's like that for everything now. Like, let's talk about more of them. I don't care no more. You know me, I'm gonna speak my mind. And when it comes to corporations, I don't care. Small businesses, I will never do this to. But corporations, go to hell. Netflix. Stop getting greedy. No one cares. Nobody asked you for half of those mid-ass movies that you put out because you paid a lot of money for them and nobody watched them. No one asked. Your selection of shows is marginal at best. You have 5 or 6 shows that carry your whole platform that cause people to keep their stuff. So you had to start going to another thing, which was not releasing everything at once, because they used to be able to binge watch, and now a lot of them you don't do, right? They release half seasons because they know that people are going to watch it and cancel. So instead of delivering a better product, you start trying to find shortcuts around trying to screw people over. Your shows suck. 90% of them suck. So if people go and, I'm going to watch Stranger Things, or I'm going to watch You, or I'm going to watch one of the 10 shows they have that are good, the rest of them suck, and then they cancel it, you get mad, so you start saying, you can't do that anymore. We're going to release half a season. This way, person's going to wait. Maybe we'll get another month out of them. That's what they've become now. Out of touch. And then because Netflix, I swear to you, I've had 46 people on my password for since college, bro. Now all of a sudden they get mad because they're losing money, because it's their fault they're losing money, not everybody else. So what do now? They start trying to charge people for using different houses. So if I had a girlfriend, or if I had whatever, and I went to my girlfriend's house and I wanted to use my Netflix and watch it at her house, I got to pay extra money now? Or I gotta call them and let them know I'm moving houses? If you didn't put out a shitty product, people wouldn't cancel. How about that? And they're all doing it now, right? Cable companies are trying to get incentives because people realize cable companies fumbled too. They were overcharging people for their services. So what did everybody do? They canceled cable. So now no one has cable anymore. If these companies don't understand this, GameStop, I said before, did the same thing. They would charge people a ridiculous amount for a console or game, and then you went back and they said, we have a return policy. So I'm gonna return the game that I bought. I bought Madden, right? I bought Madden, whatever comes out. I give it back to them, like, okay, we'll give you 62 cents for it. Then you turn around and see your same console, they go in the back, they slap a label on it, and they charge you $16 to buy it. Like, people aren't stupid. So because they weren't getting value back for the games they returned, people went to digital. Now no one has regular hard consoles anymore. The copies of the games. What do? They download it digitally because it doesn't matter anyway. I'm not going to get money back for it. So Sony said, okay, just download it right off the console. Now GameStop can't nobody go in the damn store. Remember midnight releases? They was popping. Can't go no more. These places are out of touch. They don't listen to people. How can we increase our revenue? How can we do this? Keep doing it. Again, ask GameStop. AMC, Netflix, you're next on the clock. No one asked you to do all this shit. Remember when people used to watch MTV? What happened? They changed all their programming. Oh, let's do this. Let's go in this direction. No one asked you to do that. Now nobody watches. Figure it out. Social media platforms. Vine. Nobody watches. Instagram. Nobody watches. Nobody asked you to do all that stuff. Right? Nobody asked you to change the home button and put it over here, or change where I view my content, or put suggested posts in between where I want to see my friends posted. No one asked you to do it. Now nobody watches. I just don't understand. So, even though I'm a person who's an avid moviegoer, I can't see them continuing to operate at a profit at this point. Eventually, you have to realize that there's going to come people behind you or near you. And what I mean when I say that is someone's going to figure out how to do it better if you keep screwing people over. Netflix was at the height of their power. There weren't any other streaming services available. Now there are millions of them. Every major network, premium network, has a streaming platform. So now you got to understand, you can't charge people more, bro. You can't, Netflix, I understand if you charge Oprah $1, different like that. I had a problem with that. You get a letter from Netflix like, hey bro, look, $1, right? That's different. But all of a sudden, your value decreased when you stopped putting out stuff. You started buying the rights to stupid shows, and you trying to make every show a Squid Game now. So you keep buying the rights to all these shows, and don't nobody want to watch them. So it is what it is. I'm sorry. Rant over. I don't know how we got here. But y'all know what I'm saying. Food companies are doing the same thing. I've talked about it with Taco Bell and whatever, but other places are doing it too. They're charging you more money for a worse product. Netflix was better 10 years ago. It's worse now. So, like, same thing. Pizza Hut, I'm cool because it's $6.99. If you increase this, this is no longer worth me getting it. If this becomes a $35 meal instead of a $20 meal, we got a problem. So, I just had to say that. Companies need to listen to these people. Advertising people need to listen to these people and kind of get with the times a little bit, you know? And I've now been in a position where I talk to people who work in advertising for different companies. And between you and me, I won't go into detail because these are private conversations. They hear every bit of what I'm telling you. I tell them to their face or over the phone or in web meetings. I'm not joking. So I want y'all to know there's not a fake bone in my body. I don't give them unsolicited, but when they ask me, what do you think? I said, do you want the truth? I'm just keeping y'all real. Like, I'm fighting for y'all, bro. It's not a joke. Like, I don't play that shit. No matter what, if this continues to be on the trajectory and what it is, I will tell every single company exactly what it is. That's why I read your comments. That's why I listen to your feedback. That's why I accept constructive criticism, not just rude. Like, if you're going to tell me you think Pizza Hut is mid, you think Domino's is mid, say why. Because I'm reading. And when I read it, I'm playing telephone. I tell them. I keep my ear to the streets, bro. So I'm keeping it a buck. So understand. That's why I ask you people constructive criticism. Just saying something's bad, all right. But again, for me, $20 for this, I don't have a problem with it. $28 for this, you pushing it. You feel me? So that's gonna be the end of the video. Talked about the movie, had a little Domino's W, but I wanted to get through that. I have a lot of rants. People like my rants. Some people don't, but I like to rant. So might get more of those. But we will be back tomorrow. More content, man. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.